Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We are currently awaiting judicial decision in the matter styled as Steve Gonsalves et al. Versus Washington State University. This relates to a motion filed by the defense, WSU, back on January 30th, 2026. This is a motion which is an application for a court order to change venue, with a noting date indicated that day of February 27th, 2026. In support of that motion for change of venue, there is a declaration of WSU Representative Cheryl Kamerziel asserting facts why it is appropriate for this case to move from the Western to the Eastern District of Washington across the state and closer to Pullman, which is where the main campus of WSU is located, for the reasons set forth in that motion to change venue. Now, the noting date of February 27th, 2026 indicates that that would be the date that it would be appropriate for the court to entertain this filing. Before that date, however, there were two other filings. Number one, there was the response by the plaintiffs in opposition to that motion to change venue. That was filed on February 20th, 2026. Document number 17, supported by the declaration of one of their attorneys, Thomas B. Vertatis. And in the response to that motion to change venue, the plaintiffs asked for oral argument. That is, they asked for a hearing on this matter. The third item that closed out the briefings on this motion was filed on February 27th, 2026. This is the reply brief by the defendants, replying to the response, explaining why it is that the plaintiffs got it wrong in the response and why the court should grant the motion and allow the case to be closed in the Western District and have a new case with a new judge assigned across the state in the Eastern District. The matter is ripe for judicial attention at the time of the noting date and thereafter. And there's one of three things that the court could do. The court being Judge Kimberly K. Evanson, who was presiding over the case. Number one, the judge could go ahead and set this matter for hearing, just as the plaintiffs requested in their response. In looking at the court docket today, and also on a special segment of the Western Washington District Court's website, there does not appear to be a hearing that has been set as of yet. It's unknown if any hearing is going to be set at all. The court could also, as a second option, ask the parties for further briefings. In other words, ask the parties to address any specific questions or issues that the court would like briefed before a decision is rendered. And then there's the third possibility of the court just finding that what she has in front of her, the motion, response, reply, the two declarations, are sufficient for her to go ahead and render a ruling, whether to grant the motion, which would be favorable to the defense who want this case transferred to the Eastern District, or to deny the motion, which would be favorable to the plaintiffs who do not want the case to move, who want the case to stay exactly where it is in the Western District before Judge Evanson. As of this date, there is no other filing requesting any further briefings, and no final decision has yet been made in the case. There's a possibility that there may be some decision this week, whether to set the matter for hearing, whether to order the parties to provide further briefings, or whether the motion would just be entertained on the papers. We will continue to keep you posted as further developments arise. This is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.